Jane and Dime. We're driving around the neighborhoods close to Notre Dame here that we're working in. I'm showing you some lots that are at the furthest point away from the university right now. We're probably 7 or 8 blocks from the university at the corner of Corby and Lawrence Street. Those lots are for sale in the $150,000 range, which I think is overpriced. But nonetheless, there's a lot of activity going on. And I'm about to take you down Hill Street here. The South Bend Heritage Foundation has come down Hill Street, which again is almost 8 blocks from the university. And they've already begun redeveloping this area. There are new construction homes for sale. On the right, you're going to see a red new construction home. This is about a $250,000 home that was built by Dale Devon, Steve's best friend, and sold last year. And then you're going to see a bunch of lots. Go ahead and pan around, Vanessa, to both sides of the street. So this is Hill Street. You're going to see more lots and new construction homes. As we come over to the left side of the street here, you're going to see 816 Hill Street that I just wrote an offer on this week with a client of mine. And this whole street is being redeveloped. There's buildable lots and already 5 new construction homes. And at this point, we are almost 8-9 blocks from the university. But the whole redevelopment area has greatly expanded. Over here on the left side of the street, you're going to see 2 more homes, one of which is already sold. And you can see how it's infill. There's older homes intermixed with empty lots and new construction homes. And I'm now going to start heading closer to the university, kind of to give you an impact of what we're doing and where we're doing it. I'm now turning onto St. Louis Street. I'm at the 600 block of St. Louis, turning north. And here are some existing homes as we drive down this street. But dead ahead of us and a little to the left, you're going to see a brand new spec home that a client of mine is building with Place Builders. This I just listed in the MLS for $429,000. It's a little over 2,000 square feet on the main level. It's an arts and crafts style home. It's got a 2-car attached garage. It's going to have a finished basement. This is a spec home listed for $429,900, and again, we are still 6 or 7 blocks from the university at this point. Now I'm going to take you up to a couple blocks closer onto St. Peter Street here. If you look to the left here, this is about an $800,000 house, just 2 blocks from that $429,000 spec home. And you'll see a node here of about 8 new construction homes. The university has been the catalyst for the redevelopment of this area. These homes range between $500,000 and $800,000, and we are now about 5 or 6 blocks from the university. You can see these are nice homes. This brick one that you're seeing now, that just resold for a second time. It sold in less than 30 days for $560,000. At this point, we're at the corner of Howard and St. Louis. This is 4 blocks from campus. And so we just left St. Peter Street. We're headed back over to St. Louis Street. And so the property that I'm interested in having you fund here is next door to these green and blue properties, which Steve and I are ripping down and building 3 or 4 new construction homes. We've already sold a lot for $86,000 to a Notre Dame family that's going to build about a $400,000 or $500,000 home. Then you're going to see this open block of land, and Notre Dame alumnus has bought this and is going to build 3 or 4 half to $750,000 million homes in this area. And right here we are about 4 blocks from campus. It's a very close location, and there's really not much available for sale. Now I'm going to drive you over and show you just a little bit more of the Notre Dame Avenue and Francis projects, where Notre Dame has been rebuilding these homes for the past few years. There's about to be 3 or 4 homes here on St. Peter. Here's another $700,000 to $800,000 home to your left, and a $600,000 home to your right. We are now 3 blocks from the entrance to campus. If you look up the street here, you'll see a number of new homes up and down. This is Notre Dame Avenue. As we cross over the street, you'll see the Golden Dome here. Look into the north. We're crossing the street, you'll see the Golden Dome. And here we are crossing over onto Francis Street. We're on St. Vincent, heading east towards the Notre Dame Triangle neighborhood. And so they've just continued to build new homes in this area. There's Linda Finke, by the way. There's Newt Rockney's old house right there. Notre Dame controls all this land on either side of Eddy Street here, and dead ahead of us you're going to see a huge neighborhood that sprung up almost overnight. To the left, you'll see all of Eddy Commons, 4 stories, looming large. That's the new College Town and College Square. And straight ahead here, you're going to see all these new construction homes.